Hey, we're back. Episode 4 of From the Kitchen Table with the Chief. After the last episode, Curly was a little bit sad that she wasn't involved in the show. So here's Curly. Say hi, Curl. Look, over there. Where's that guy? Where's the bogey? Look at the audience. Look at the guys over there, look. So, episode 4. This one is about nutrition. Let's hit the stop clock. 4 minutes. Let's hit the theme tune.
Dust is dancing in the neon glare. Let the circuit flow, no time to spare. Generate the sequence, set the loop in motion.
You think of this one, Curly?
From the kitchen table with
The Chief! Yes! Curly's gone. You can't contain yourself any longer. That was alright, that one. I think I preferred the episode 3 music better. So, nutrition. What have we done? We've done lights, we've done clothing, we've done luggage, and then we've got food, nutrition. Now, I've got to make a confession here. For a very, very long time, I've not really been sort of signed up to the whole nutrition, eating so many carbs, having so many gels, or having salts, or having any of this kind of stuff that companies make. Even when Styrkr came on board a few years ago, I like the rice bars they did. I'll talk about them in a minute, but they're super tasty. But as for the whole carbohydrate mixes that they do, the salts, I just never really bothered. I'm more of like a beans on toast with 2 eggs kind of guy during the winter when I'm training, riding my bike, or a meal deal is something that's quite quick and easy, like normal food to keep your stomach from getting upset. That was my thinking. That's always been my mantra until tail end of last year and going into this year. Now, I'm going to be doing a race come the end of May into June, and I'm getting older, and as I'm starting to diminish in certain areas like strength and endurance or energy and focus, because it happens to us all. It's going to happen to you. It's probably happening to a lot of you already. Some of you are right at the end of it, and some of you are so young you probably don't even know what I'm on about, but it will catch up with you at some point in age. However, so I'm trying to figure out like marginal gains that I can kind of claw back and try and rebalance, address the old lady time, is that what old man of time, I don't know. Anyhow, you know what I'm on about, I'm just going off on it again. So, I thought to myself, right, there must be something in it because a lot of people are using them. And I have honestly been pleasantly surprised. I'm just sort of building up my mileage, so I'm going out doing 60, 70, 80s, but then I'm pushing it up to 100, 120, 130 mile rides, and then bring it back down, push it. And I've been using, so I've had some of these left over from the gravel rally, that's the truth, some that weren't used, so I just had them in a box and I thought I'm going to start using that Styrkr stuff to see what it does for me. And I've got to say, either it's a Styrkr product or some Wrecker's putting something else in my dinner, or something else has changed with me. But I'm just finding that as I'm out riding and I'm sort of taking these things every hour or so, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of gels. A gel for me is to sort of like get you home safe. You're bonked, you've got nothing else left to eat, pop a gel in you. It's like a kick up the arse and you'll get home. You'll ride 30, 40 miles on a gel. Certainly works for me. I just couldn't carry enough of these things to fuel me for a long distance ride. You'd need a load of them for me personally. But I certainly keep it, fucking hell, that's the time, 4 minutes. But I'll be quick on this. So, shut up. Gels, they have their place. Get you home. But yeah, just the other stuff I've been using, and what I'm finding for me when I'm out riding is that I'm not really hitting a point where I'm starting to fatigue. I'm just keeping the same tempo, same cadence, and it's funny actually. Here's a something I've noticed this year, is that I used to be like somebody that push a really big heavy gear all the time. Me and my friend Lee would call it bro riding, which would be big ring only on the front. You'd never go down to your little ring. And I've noticed that I'm spinning a little bit more, and just that spinning with keeping on top of my sort of carb intakes, my caffeine levels with some of the stuff they got here. It's just meant I'm getting to the end of a ride and I'm feeling pretty much as good as I was at the beginning. And quite often I'll do a really big ride, 100 odd miles, and then finish off at work, and I might have to do a night shift or a day shift. And in the past, when I've done those type of rides and got to work, I've been dead on my feet, and you know, the job's done. There's no problem there. But by just sort of being more mindful of what I'm doing, what I'm taking in, yeah, it works. So I would certainly recommend it. I would recommend this stuff because they sponsor our race. Let's be honest. But it actually really works, and it really works well. These are the thing that I always have these with me, and it's not, my hands haven't got bigger. It's not like I've got giant hands. I thought these were the bar 50s, and I ordered some, and they came and they were bar 30s. And it was only Toby, and I was talking to him on the phone. He said to me that I probably ordered the wrong ones. I didn't know they did a bar 30. Yeah, I would go for the bar 50s over the 30s, only because there's more of a meal in it. But they're really good. You never get sick of eating them. There's just a great chew, and they really do revitalise you. So the bars are great. The bottles there, you can see them. This is, I think, is really cool. This is what they make for like runners. You see them on a running vest. But I always take one with me on like when I've done an ultra race. I always take one with me, and I just keep it like fold it down super small in a frame bag or in my bag somewhere, because when I rode the Cromboy in whenever it was, the first Cromboy, they go over this thing called Dry Mountain, but it's just no water supply for ages, and I got caught out, and it's only thankfully I managed to get hold of some water, but I vowed from there I'd never not have sufficient water carrying capacity with me. And this is something you can just, you know, when you need to use it, you can fill it up and keep it with you. When there's plenty of water, you can just fold it up and keep it away. So they're really handy to have, just like for a bike event, but from the runners sort of side of stuff. And then the other thing I want to mention is I got given these when I did a photo shoot for Styrkr. It was a complete waste of time. The weather was awful, and as Rupert Hartley once said to me, I haven't got a face for the camera, and I think that sort of I think the guy that was doing the photo shoot in the film saw that. So I think there was one photograph that they took of me. Anyway, that's a different story. But they had a load of these socks in the bag, so I grabbed a couple of pairs. Thanks, Christian. Hope you don't mind me grabbing them. It's a small price to pay for having me there. I did show everybody around the Snowdonia area, so 2 pairs of socks. That's fine. But what I really like about these socks is, for cycling socks, they're like the thinnest socks I've ever found. So, funnily enough, a company that makes nutrition, in my mind, also make the best pair of socks. So, yeah, check them out. They're only cheap, but they're a great pair of socks. It's like, take 2 pairs with you on an ultra, wear 1 pair, wash the other pair if it's dirty, just swap between them, because it's small luxuries go a long way, and being able to just put on a fresh pair of socks every day makes a real difference to just to your sort of general mood and outlook. But that's it. Oh yeah, banana. So what was I going to say about that? That's what I've normally have eaten a lot of in the past, but it's Styrkr bars now mostly. It's not to say banana's not good sweet, and I'm going to eat it now because I haven't had any fruit veg today. So that's the end of today's show, episode 4, nutrition, with the outro tune. Let's go.